Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today.
Hey guys, look at this great big bottle here. This is Kane Brewing's A Night to End All Dawns. Guys, to be honest with you, I thought I had already reviewed this beer. But they've made several different variants of this beer with cocoa and several different other variants of this. And I'm sure they've all been in these great big bottles, 750 milliliter bottles with wax on top of them. From what I'm seeing, like I said, I thought I had reviewed this beer already, but they've made several different variants, so I don't know if I reviewed the cocoa or whatever. Rico has sent both of them to me. He sent this one, and I've got it even marked off on my sheet like I've already done it. But yet the bottle is still here, so I don't know if it's a different variant of this particular beer or not. If I've reviewed it, I'm going to re-review it, because I'm sure this was a pricey freaking beer to buy. But I looked on my site and typed it in and I couldn't find it, so it doesn't mean I haven't done it before. It just didn't show up. So if I've done it before or a variant of this, this is the one we're going to do now. This is the 2015 edition of this. Maybe they did a dawn to end all nights, and this is the night to end all dawns. I'm not sure, guys. So we're going to do this one tonight for the final beer of the evening. And what he has written here, 2015 Kane, A Night to End All Dawns, Cocoa Brown Wax. Well, it does look brown, but it also looks a little burgundy to me, so I'm not sure whether I've done it or not. So we're going to redo it if I have. Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with cocoa beans added. I did not see that written on it that they'd added cocoa beans. 12.4%. He said he traded for it. A very highly sought after beer. He said it was released in December 13th of 2015. Kane Brewery sold tickets online to be able to pick up at the brewery. Sold out in a matter of minutes. Don't doubt that a bit. I think the internet literally broke that day. And there were many angry people who didn't get tickets because the website crashed. There are 4 variants: bourbon, vanilla, coconut, and cocoa. I think there were about $80 to buy all 4. So that's 20 bucks a pop. If you want to wait for a special occasion to sell some before reviewing this, it's up to you. And like I said, I've had it for a while, been in there. I wasn't sure if I'd done it before. So if I've done it before, we're going to redo it. If I haven't done it before, here it is. But I've got it marked off like I've already done it. So that's what he has sent. So bear with me if I've done it, because we're going to do it again right now. Not a big fan of the wax. Everybody that knows me and watches me, I'm not a fan of the wax on the bottles. That just has cost to it. You're having somebody stand at the end of the bottling line. And Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. And what he tells me, on the back here it says, A Night to End All Dawns is a massive Imperial Stout that spent a year in bourbon barrels. I bet that's going to be a big, big, bold bourbon taste on this. The extended aging allowed seasonal temperature fluctuations in the barrels to draw bold flavors from the oak that can only develop with time. I would agree with that. The heat of the bourbon gave way to subtle caramel sweetness, and the bold, sharp edges of the roasted malt mellowed and married with notes of vanilla and oak. This beer will age well if stored properly. Enjoy now or in the future. It says here it's a 2014 gold medal winner. Wood and barrel aged stout. So, let's see what this brings to the table. Like I said, I'm not sure whether I've done it before, guys, because I got it marked up on my sheet. I don't think he has sent me 2 of these, so I don't know why it's marked off unless it's a different variant of what I've done before. So, it is what it is. And what I read to you on the back of the bottle is basically the exact same thing that's got here for the commercial description. As far as IBUs, I don't think we're going to find any. Nope, nobody has it listed there. But this should be a wonderful final beer of the evening. So I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. So let me get my little trusty knife out here and see if I can carve some of this silly ass wax off the top of it, which I think is like tits on a boar hog, which is basically useless. Now that piece come off alright. And then now let me score underneath the cap. Well, this thing wants to go crazy. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get... And that's the biggest problem with they doing this on the bottles. You gotta pick and try to get all this shit off. Not a fan of this, guys. I am really not. But we need to get enough of it off that it ain't gonna pop and fly into the glass or down in the bottle. So, I guess when you pay $20 for a bottle of beer, they want you to work to get into it, huh? Evidently. And it comes off in little bitty pieces. Of course, all this wax is going every fucking where, in the floor, and up in my face, and everywhere else. Did I tell you I hate wax? I hate it with a passion. Alright, let's see if we can get this damn thing open. I even bent the opener trying to get it open. God. Anybody that puts wax on their bottle sucks. There's no sense in this horse shit. What a useless damn operation that is, just to make the beer cost more. What was that, 2 minutes just to get the damn top off of it? Goddamn idiots. Alright, let's get it into the glass here. I will tell you the cheesy buttery brie good Havarti Swiss. It goes well through chocolate dishes. Digestive. Meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glass for a pint, backer 9-tumbler snifter, oversized wine glass, and can be sold for a long, long time, guys. About a quarter finger of head on that pour over into the light, and there is none. Pitch black. I can smell it from here. This smells pretty damn good. Rich roasted malt to the burnt characteristics. Bourbon is there. Vanilla, some woodiness. Some booziness to go along with that. I will tell you that. Now that may subside as it warms up and stuff, but right now it's a little on the boozy side. Caramel, toffee, brown sugar, molasses. A nice chocolate, very nice chocolate notes on it. But there is some booziness to it, I won't lie to you. 12.4%. Now, I'm sure that's what it says here, 12.4, 2015. I don't know how many different years they've done or whether they're different. Each one was a different year for the coconut and all that stuff, like Rico said. Rate Beer has it at 12.6. Untapped has it at 12.4. Beer Advocate has it at 12.20. So we got different numbers from everybody here, guys. This particular one is 12.4 according to the bottle. I'm getting a little bit of coconut now too. Wonderful aroma. A great beer. Final beer of the evening. Somebody's out there with a leaf blower and it's pitch dark. What's up with that? Ah, smells wonderful. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Very tasty. I knew it would be, guys. I really knew it would be. It just, the wax. Foil on the top of it's bad enough without putting a half an inch thick layer of wax out on top of it. Nobody lays these beers down like wine bottles. And you lay wine bottles down because they have corks in them. And the wine keeps the corks wet and you don't have any air getting into it because it keeps the corks moist. This has a metal cap with a plastic liner. What good is wax going to do when you have a metal cap with a plastic liner in it? And on top of that, nobody lays these beers down like wine bottles. Tits on the bullhog as far as I'm concerned. Useless. Adds cost to the beer. This is probably a $15 beer. If they dip it in wax, it's a $20 bottle of beer. That's the only purpose it's serving. So, very tasty beer though, guys. It's right out of the fridge. It's going to open up and it's going to get better. It's going to get tastier. Probably the alcohol is going to subside a little bit. Enough to pour her a glass of this so she can enjoy it, and probably fire up a nice Maduro wrap cigar to go with this while I'm sipping on it. Yeah, that's the ticket. Let's do that. So let me sip on it for a while and we'll come back and see where it ends up. I know it's probably going to be pretty tasty. I'm going to get a good score. I just hate that damn wax. Alright guys, I'm back. This has not about 30 minutes. Went very, very well with the Maduro wrap cigar that I was smoking. Brought out some of the tobacco notes on this beer. Some licorice. Very, very well made beer. The roasted malt, almost to the burnt characteristics. A year in the bourbon barrels gives you that nice woody bourbon, vanilla, hints of coconut, bittersweet chocolate on this beer. Very, very tasty. Vintage is on the bottle. 2015 is written right on the label here on the front. A year in the barrels. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. A lot of these guys that do these bourbon barrel aged beers, they'll leave it in there for a month or 2 or 3. Sometimes you might get lucky and get 6 months in the barrel. These guys have done it for a full year in the barrels. Very, very nice. Very well done. 2 thumbs up to those guys for that. Everything is on the label here. The ABV is on the label. The vintage is on the label. We don't know when they put 2015, whether it was done in January of 2015, July of 2015, or December of 2015. Would like to know that, but it's not super critical on this style of beer because they're putting the vintage. If you want to do a vertical of a 2015 and a 2016 or a 2014 and a 2017 side by side, you got the vintage on there. So they're probably doing it at the same time of the year for each year or each version that they're doing. And they've done, like I said earlier, they've done several different versions of this beer with the cocoa and vanilla and several different versions that they've done on this. I just hate the wax that they put on this. Useless. It just makes the beer cost more, and it serves no purpose whatsoever. The air is not going to get in because it's under carbonation. The beer is trying to get out. It's under carbonation. It's going to try to get out. Unless they have a problem with the capping process, the air is not going to get in. So it's just a useless operation that adds cost to the beer, which is unnecessary in my opinion. Just my opinion, though. I think this is an awesome beer. I think it's a world-class beer, guys. I really do. It's outstanding. It's got everything in it that you want in a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout that's been put in a damn bourbon barrel for a whole year. Outstanding. Awesome aroma. Now that I've been sipping on it for a while, the bourbon alcohol is a little more subsided. It's opened up. It's combined very well. 2015, this is 2017. Like I said, I don't know whether they do this in January, July, or December of each year, or when they do it. If they do it in January, this beer is 2 years old. If they do it in December, it's about 1.5 years old. So, awesome aroma. A great final beer of the evening for me, which it is. Final chug. We can't leave any of this in the glass. Very tasty. Very well done beer, guys. To me, this is an outstanding beer. It's a world-class beer. This is a great beer to purchase. And at $20, there are beers like this that cost at least $10 to $15 more for a 750 milliliter bottle. So I think it's a great buy. I really do. If I was at the release and I was able to buy 4 bottles and they were all different, just like I did at the Sex with Chocolate thing that we went to a year or two ago, and I bought one of each of those. They was allowing 2 per person, and they had 4 vintages, and so I bought 2 and she bought 2. I would have bought one of each one of these. So very nice. It's a 10 for me, guys. It's absolutely outstanding. You get everything from this beer that they're intending. All the caramel, toffee, bittersweet chocolate, barrel notes, chocolate, bourbon, dark fruit, vanilla, coconut. Everything's in this bottle. There's no reason for me not to give this a 10. It's outstanding. It is a very, very well done beer. Just hate the wax. Hate the wax. So, 10 for me, guys. 100. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 97, world class. I don't know why they wouldn't say 100. What keeps you from saying this is an outstanding beer? Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 99 overall, but only 87 in the style. 99, I think it's a tad better. They've got the vintage on there. I would like to know the month. The day is irrelevant. But is it January 2015? Is it July 2015? Or December of 2015? When did you do this? When did you put it in the bottle? What month? That tells me. It tells me when it was done. And final check-in, we'll run over to Untapped. Untapped has a 4.38, which is in their A category, not their A+, but their A category. So I think it's an A+. I enjoyed this. Enrico, thank you, my brother. This was outstanding. I enjoyed this. This is very, very tasty beer. And that's all we got to say about this beer. If you've had this one, the 2015 edition of A Night to End All Dawns from Kane Brewing, it doesn't say what particular version other than the wax. That's the only thing they're telling me differentiates between the versions that they've done. And it doesn't have it on the label, whether it's cocoa or anything like that. It just tells me that it's a 2015 Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. So, outstanding beer, guys. So if you've had this 2015 edition of A Night to End All Dawns, let me know what you think. Rico, thanks again, my brother. I do appreciate it, sir. Can't wait for you to come back down, spend some time with me. Delicious beer, guys. Final beer of the evening for me. If you've had this, let me know what you think. Come back tomorrow. Let's see what we can dig out of that fridge. See you then.